Hello, thinkers. It's me, Quizmaster Jack, here on Thinking Game Trivia, playing through Buzzword. As always, it's week 10, pop culture and sports. If you haven't joined me before, each question is going to be a series of clues that goes from more obscure to more well-known. I'm going to buzz in as soon as possible to get the answer right. 4 more points. Hopefully triple digits worth of points. Question 1.
In 2024, an action figure from this franchise sold at auction for a record $1.342 million. Kenner sold 40 million toys from this franchise in 1978 alone, including the Cantina Adventure playset.
It's just Star Wars. They said Cantina. The most famous cantina in pop culture is Star Wars. Second most famous is those Taco Bells that you can get booze at.
This actor played Hank, a photographer who realizes he may be autistic, on the NBC show Parenthood. In 2024, he portrayed the home seller Paul on No Good Deed. He co-starred with Patricia Heaton on a sitcom about the meddling Barone family. For 10 points, name this star of Everybody Loved.
Ray Romano. No Good Deed, huh? Those are some deep current TV cuts. That's what Ray Romano's been up to.
This character can die by jumping onto the broken hand of a huge statue of Midas, thus turning into solid gold. To defeat Natla, this character destroys the Scion of Atlantis in a 1996 game. Core Design's Toby Gard created, for 10 points, what British art...
I thought it might have been... I kind of had that at Midas. They said Natla. Natla's like a character in Sly Cooper, in the second Sly Cooper. So I was hesitant a little bit when I heard Natla. Or is it Nyla? I don't know. She turns into Clockla. Spoilers for Sly Cooper 2. I didn't want to get another video game question wrong. Forgive me.
The man who founded this company in 1952 was an early investor in Holiday Inn named Sam Phillips. A 1956 photo taken at this label's studio immortalized the jam session involving the $1 Million Quartet, including Johnny Cash. For 10 points, what Memphis record label was the first to record Elvis?
What is their name? Memphis. I don't think they're Chess. Sun Records. Okay. Yeah, I'm not deep on record labels. As an extension of my albums aren't really important. I don't think labels are really important either. To my detriment, obviously.
In this film, the assassin Celino turns out to be Loretta, a waitress who sleeps with the protagonist.
Oh, that's the Sting. Nice. Whew. Access my Sting knowledge really quick. That's a good movie. That's such a good movie. Man. Should watch Sting again. I was on Bullet Train for a second because if they ask a question about an assassin, odds are it's going to be John Wick or Bullet Train because those things are chock-a-block with assassins.
A superhero originally from this civilization flies using the nth metal in his belt. DC's original Hawkman was from this civilization. The mercenary Mark Spector became Moon Knight, the so-called...
yeah, they take Egyptian mythology for Moon Knight.
In this series, the atheist beetle-obsessed god of evolution lives near 4X, the last continent. A white horse named Binky is ridden by the anthropomorphic personification Death in this series. 4 elephants hold up the flat title set.
Oh, that's a Discworld. I don't know much of Discworld, but I know it sits on 4 elephants.
This TV show's creator, Chris Savino, was fired in 2017 during the Me Too movement. Lola and Lana are twins with contrasting personalities on this show, whose live-action version adds the word really to the title.
Really?
Lincoln has 10 sisters on, for 10 points. What Nickelodeon show named for a residence?
What? Oh, yeah. I have no idea what the Loud House is.
This singer admits I can't do golden rings in the 2018 Calvin Harris song Promises.
I don't like where
This
this is
singer
going.
describes a lucky, lucky girl who got married to a boy like you in a 2022 hit that mentions how daddy is at the body shop. For 10 points, what non-binary artist duetted with Kim Petras for the hit Unholy?
Sam Smith, I think. Hey! Not necessarily a lucky Smith there, but was able to salvage it off of Unholy, which has come up in trivia a fair amount.
A vendor in this film mentions he has been told to use the password Hamilton. Some critics accused this film's director of nepotism for casting his own daughter as Lady Raven.
It's Trap. I think it's just called Trap. I hope it's just called Trap. It's the one with Josh Hartnett. It's the M. Night Shyamalan movie. I think it's just called Trap. That was in suspense for so long. But got confirmation that it was Trap. You know, the concert where you get trapped. Solid 107. The two that I got wrong, I just straight up didn't know. So just have to eat those. Be satisfied with triple digits off of 8 right. And move on to sports. For a glimpse into the timeline, it is currently draft weekend, NFL draft weekend. So I've been following that sporadically since the Vikings only had like 4 picks. But let's answer some sports questions.
A team from this city lost to the Bay Stars in the final round of the 2024 Central League Climax Series.
What?
Kyle Tucker made his Cubs debut in a series against the Dodgers in this city that opened the 2025 MLB season.
It's Tokyo. Okay. They're getting a little tricksy. The theme for Buzzword in 2025 has been tricksy.
Charlie Manuel taught this man to point his bat like in the film The Natural. This man, who moved off third base in 1997, still has the longest home run at what is now Progressive Field. For 10 points, what Hall of Fame slugger for the Phillies, White Sox, and Cleveland hit 612 career home runs?
Phillies, White Sox, and... I'm just going to say Thomas. It was Jim... They didn't mention the Twins! Boo! Boo! I specifically didn't say Jim Thome because they didn't mention the Twins. Right? I don't think they mentioned the Twins. Said Philadelphia, White Sox. He played for the Twins.
As a rookie, this man helped beat the Eagles in his playoff debut in 2019 with 160 receiving yards. This man, who ran almost 100 yards to chase down Buda Baker in a 2020 game.
That's DJ Metcalf. I remember that. DK Metcalf anchored my fantasy team for about 3 years there.
This man won the fewest games, 3, of any non-interim New York Jets head coach before leaving for Arkansas. This coach took a record 6 different schools to bowl games, including Minnesota and South Carolina. For 10 points, what coach won a national title in 1988 while at Notre Dame?
I don't know. 88? I'd say Kelly and move on. All right. Yeah.
In this club's first preseason match of the 2023-2024 season, it won 27-0 against amateur team Rotok Agern.
Yeah.
This club's 2023-2024 transfers from Tottenham included Eric Dyer and Harry Kane. In 2024, Bayer Leverkusen ended the 11-title streak of, for 10 points, what Bavarian soccer club?
Can we just say Munich? Knew I was going to sit on that one. They said Harry Kane. I wasn't aware that he's on Bayern Munich now.
This player was taken 28th overall, even though scout Lance Blanks dominated him in a 2001 workout. This guard was named Finals MVP after a sweep of LeBron James's Cavaliers, making him the first European-born winner. For 10 points, what French-American point guard won 4 titles with the Spurs?
Oh, what's his name? What's his name? It's not Ginobili. Is it Ginobili? Tony Parker. Yeah. Yeah, just didn't have the right name there.
A rivalry in this sport and a related cross sport exists between Wout van Aert and Matthew van der Poel. This sport's grand tours include the Vuelta a España and the Giro d'Italia. For 10.
Well, it's just cycling. Yeah, the Giro d'Italia is like the Tour de France, but in Italy. All right, back to college.
This school's most recent NBA first-round pick, Cam Whitmore, played for its recently fired coach, Kyle Neptune. This school won a national title when Chris Jenkins made a buzzer beater to beat North Carolina in 2016. Jalen Brunson played at, for 10 points, what Big East school near Philadelphia?
Is that St. John's? Villanova. I have no idea where Villanova is.
In 1969, this event ended in a notable concession involving Tony Jacklin. The 2012 iteration of this event culminated in a comeback nicknamed the Miracle at Medina. 14.5 points are needed to win, for 10 points. What golf tournament contested between teams representing the
Ryder Cup? Okay.
This Olympian, who began skating as therapy for her bilateral clubfoot, won 4 pairs titles with Rudy Galindo. She defeated Midori Ito and Nancy Kerrigan at an Olympics in Albertville. For 10 points, in 1992, what figure skater became the first Asian American to win gold at the Winter Olympics?
That's Shell Kwan? Keep us in suspense here. I usually guess the other one when it's not the one I need to. Yeah, did it again. Well, only 5 right here. Kind of a train wreck. But honestly, stuff I didn't know. And I'm fine with that. I'll take my lumps. If you want to test your ability at these sorts of questions, you can head over to naqt.com/buzzword. You can help me out by liking the video, leaving a comment, doing all that stuff that YouTube loves. That's it for week 10. We're in double digits. Next week's also double digits when it's 11. We'll see you then. Bye.